back to the middle with some mallet. And I got a couple things I'm gonna do here. I think I'm gonna check. I have this train goes all the way to Cambridge, and then drops off steel here. Materials. I might change how that's done, but I probably won't do it quite yet because there's a pretty good hauler back. So comes here, puts some steel in, puts it on the line, so it's probably okay. That's all working well. Thought could run another. Oh, I do know what I'm going to do partially. Yeah. Wondering if I should put another train on that line. But I don't know. Fills up pretty good. I don't know if there's enough freight to take it both ways, because the other train is taking care of that. So maybe I don't need another train. All that seems to be working good here. We have items flopping around here, so that's good. Let's check out our steam person train. Doesn't really make that much money. Then we've got other freight train comes in. I decided to go with a German equipment motif on this end. Just something different. Looks kind of. They don't really take a whole lot back there. They're making money. So. This probably could get another carriage on there, I think. Cargo. No, that's passengers. Well, we have all kind of thing. Italian wagons, but I kind of like how these look. So we'll add a few more people on there. Not a great bus station, not many people there. Everyone can walk to there, so that's okay. We haven't really touched the Dayton area. We're focusing on the backside here. Moving some freight to the other port, so I think that all works pretty nice. I did a little modification here, did some dressing up of the ore mine. We have a lot of ore there now, so that train could probably be increased. Greek coal, bringing coal in. Ore train, it goes to Upper Ontario. And then he takes it all back. So we could probably increase the length of those two trains. That's that one. I'm gonna give it a few more bins. Not any fake wagons. We don't want fake wagons. Come on, where are you? You're here. There you are. We'll give you 5. And this guy. 120. He's full, so if he doesn't bring anything back, maybe we'll just wait on that for a little while. That's my thought on that. All right. Greensboro is an area that could use some revamping. But that whole quote mainline loop could use a little bit of a revamping. We're pumping lots of coal in. Hopefully we're getting some steel. Got steel on the line here. I was hoping they'd bring freight to here for Hayward Central, but I really haven't seen evidence of that. I still have a train on here, don't I? Hey, or yeah, I just have it loop back and forth through there. Makes money. We can leave it. Boom, it's good. And then it pumps some ore into the rest of the line. Hayward City. No, not a lot going on here in Hayward. But I think the intra-city bus does pretty good. So we could probably upgrade that bus. At some point, it needs to be... We'll give it the E Centauro. And I'll probably clone it, at least give it some of that, and we'll make it purple. Hey, you came at the beginning. Just doing a little quick maintenance, looking around, see if anything can be changed. See if there's any appetite for anything. Irvine bus. Where does the Irvine bus go? That's just the thing that collects things in the people. Yeah, that looks good. Not a lot that goes on out here. It's just one stop on the loop. I have signals there. Don't know how they work yet. So yeah, at least we're making machines here, so that's good. I got a few people wanting to tag along. Hey, passenger line is making a few dollars. That's okay. We'll make sure we're collecting people as much as we can. That's good. That train works. We're collecting all the things. I added I added ships on here. So it's starting to clear that out quite a bit. There's a lot there. So that's pretty good, moving a lot of other material into the system. Ships do pretty good once they start moving. I don't know how it works, so just getting paid to move the same cargo everywhere. But, you know, that's okay. Auto save. I like these ships. Pleasant to look at. So you get some dollars. Loading up some food. That line does well. High Point Food is making money. Still have a lot of grain in the system. Okay, how's this work? So that's got a lot of it coming here, and I think this is High Point. Yes. What is this? Upper High Point. High Point, and where's High Point Transfer? Maybe this? Nope. I don't know. Got a ship taking stuff. Upper high point transfer. I don't understand high point transfer. I don't know where high point transfer is. This high point transfer? That's high point. I don't know where high point transfer is. Could that be it? Nope. Somewhere, well, I'm gonna, just because I don't know now. I guess it doesn't matter. They're making money, boom. That's all really what we care about. All this gets fed into our network down there. Hey, dude, they are nice ships. So I thought we could take care of St. Paul. Now, St. Paul has a lot of, well, it has a lot of stuff coming in, but I'm not a big fan of how it's kind of laid out. I would kind of maybe take it, run it out here, and we could bring it out here. We can put a station out here, put a new station out here, right? Then St. Paul could go to Cape Coral and then connect into this. That's my thought. And this line here could go away. We could run passenger through here. And then it kind of feeds into the main, because it connects there and it connects here, and the main goes through it. But I think St. Paul's the biggest city there is, or we just put it right along the docks, so we just bring everything. I do like that idea too. So then it connects up to there nicely, boom, and then it shoots out there nicely. We've got some rail here. We may do a lot there. I think that's kind of the next arc of everything. That's Vegas. Hialeah is on the western one, the western freight line. So Hialeah could just come into St. Paul, but that western freight line works good. There's a lot there, so I like the idea of running it along the shore. I kind of like that, but to do that, we're gonna have to just shut her down and build it up. But we've got passengers coming in here, and we have only 2 freight lines, 3 passenger lines, and then a passenger line over here. So I think I'd like to just get a loop of a passenger loop going around, maybe. I don't know, because there's a bunch of them. But maybe we don't have to stop. We can basically demolish everybody. But we'd have to decide on the station. And I did get, oh, there's the big bridges. Yay. Oh, good. Now I know how it's done. Okay. So my thought would be this super cool station right in downtown. Ha ha. And we may have to demolish it once or twice. I think right on right on the water. I think these are there's parts that are it's different track lengths and all that stuff. I looked at it a little bit, but I think like right in this general area here, and we'll just make it work. My thought. I think it looked good by the water. That's just what I think. And that's probably. I guess I will have to destroy stuff first. We're on pause, so let us do all the things, because it's gonna take a lot. And then the whole rest of the city isn't kind of divided. If you do the road, then that's okay. Try to hit the roads. What are you doing? You are a bus. Hey, you got people on there, and we're gonna sell you. Sell us. Bye. Right. We live by the river. Hopefully AI will build it back nicely. Yes, yes. The entire town is gonna be gone. I say gone. Yeah. Faster way to do this. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Vehicles in the way. Oh. Need to, I guess, sell those vehicles. Because they're not going to be really actually doing anything anymore. Right? This is true. So we should... I wonder what we can do at the time. Yeah, date speed. I don't care about date speed. We're way beyond any of that. So, I think basically, like, right in here is an area in which we will be doing this. All this will have to go. There will be many broken things. Boom, 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 boom. But I think in the long run this will be nicer, and all this will have to go. Lots of new bridges and all those things. Now let's... we have like $10 billion, so doesn't matter. Nothing matters. I think we can. I don't know if that's gonna. I don't know if I need to do that. So I think these are kind of like roads and stuff over there, right? So having the roads on that side of the thing should be good. And, could be kind of cool if you had like two of them next to each other, you know? I think we're gonna have to have the aspect of just having. I can add these tracks here, Group A. See, we have more tracks there. I hope we can go through them. Yeah, there's plenty of tracks there for us, I think. But I want to build it for growth, right? Group B track length, I don't know what that is. Group B, number of tracks. Group B. Ah, look at that. Oh, I don't know if do we need that? Probably not. And then Group C would probably be if you put more tracks on there. I think standard tracks, we're probably, oh my goodness. We're gonna put high speed with catenary. Yeah, because tram support, oh yes. Far end platforms, freight, train, truck, concourse, of course. Road connections, both. Demand, commercial, industrial. Demand a lot. Stone elevation, yeah. Well, I really don't know what everything does, but we will find out. So it has all the things we really want, so that's good. There's through tracks here. We can bring freight into here. I don't know what these things do. Those could be kind of cool where we could bring freight in. We definitely have some roadage here. There's a road there. Ooh, there's a road there. A couple road trams there, so we could do all the things, I guess. See what happens when we connect a road or something. Okay, so yeah, I guess we're gonna have some fun in here, hey? Yes. Yes. Well, I would think we probably want to do a big road through here. Why do you need to be a bridge? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. And maybe we'll destroy it one day too. Just kidding. I have no idea. There. This suggests a lot of growth, right? Are these little little tram tracks? Yes, they are. So let's bring this out to here. Right. If we're doing this, might as well make it straight. I'm gonna do that road. This could be another road. Looks like they're one-lane roads, don't they? I think they are. Let's just leave them as one-lane roads. See what happens. Now this also looks like a road of some sort. We're just gonna put that out here to do something with it. See what happens. That there be a road also. Ooh, that track. Guess that's gonna be our track that goes. I don't know what it's gonna do. That's gonna be a platform, I think, and I don't know. So maybe we'll just bring stuff in from here. Okay, right through town. I'm just gonna kind of put some track there. Got these retaining wall tracks. There's so many of them. It's insane. But I'm not gonna put canary in there. It's just. It looks like we probably need to. Too bad because that was pretty good. I'm pretty sure that AI will come back in here and fill all that in nicely. Do I need to even... Is that a little tunnel? Yeah. Let's just leave too much slow. That's a lot of, we can always get rid of that. We don't have to keep that, right? That would be a thing there, possibly. Or we'll go straight out to... Where is that good to go? Maybe that's, I don't really know. I can certainly replace this track, yeah. Let's say that's... Gonna replace that track. We got a tunnel that comes out of here for some stuff, then that needs to be revamped also if we're gonna do that. Autosave. Okay. That'll be that. And maybe we'll just come along like this, come out like this, and go like that. Some of that will be easy to do later. Okay. Let us go here. I went to look. I gotta look at some of these. Well, the main is no longer wants to be connected, so that's understandable. Let's just start with that one. That's that line. Hell, there's a lot of lines there that we probably don't need. All right. We're gonna just put some lines out from here. We're gonna keep catenary in there. Okay, outside lanes there. What I'd like to do is kind of, we can easily change some stuff up too, but I'd like to see some of it going. Oh, little tiny tracks, eh? So this all does kind of just work nice, and we can just zip it right like that. Yeah. You're gonna go to we have 3 tracks that come into here, and we can go from there. But I do need to identify which track is which. And to kind of do that, no, I guess I'm not going to do that. This is our SP Texas. So we're going to put her into there. So that could be our practice one. Just a passenger line, right? Yes, let's just do a passenger line, okay? See what happens in that situation. Okay, Lower St. Paul, which is what we had there. Add a station here. Yes. All right, see, it's always good to get the trains moving around. I'm going to save the game, because if you do a bunch of work, it's always possible. Yeah, I that's why I haven't done it. That's why I haven't done it. There's a lot of stuff going on. 42 miles an hour? How come you're only going 42 miles an hour? So there are some roads connected already, possibly. AI is saying, I can connect a road here. I hope so. And see, we have this particular line. Nope. Don't care. This is the line. Yes. I don't think line 40 has anything. Nope. Line 40 does. Manage line. So West Covina South can, that's gonna go away. And I don't know where Walnut Street is. Okay, wait, I didn't even watch what happened. Well, the train came in and it went away. So, ooh, look, see, I'm gonna put a road there. Well, you're not gonna put a road there. Okay, so when we come in here, how do we configure this stuff then? Group A, that's our can't do much with that. But you know what we can do to incorporate other things into here. Let's better pause it before AI just does everything wrong for us. We could, well, we don't need, what is this? What happens when we put track in here? That could be a pass-through. Pass-throughs there. One. Just throw some track in there. Well, it looks like you can just do track there. I'm just gonna run some track because I think these are gonna be, I don't know what it is. Right, so we have our potential main line, right? And I'm figuring that these are going to come through here. They really don't have anywhere else to go. Gives us other opportunities for improvement. Right. No, can't put track there. Main manage lines. Okay. So wherever Oceanside East, Huntington Beach, Hayward, Dayton. Well, somewhere in here, after Dayton, we can add a freight station. Okay, I fully understand what's happening here. There'll be other things that happen here too. All right, so after, so I think this one goes backwards the other way. So Oceanside East, and here we would add this. All right, so we have to actually kind of figure out which thing. Oh, freight is over here. There maybe? Well, let's try something once. Well, I'm not quite sure yet. Maybe we have to have it connected on both ends, so we'll just go there for now. Because this main line is the outer one. The outer one. Just remember, outer. Please put it in chat so I don't have to remember. Outer. Now it's kind of the outer inner, isn't it? Outer, innie, outer. Outer. It's the outer, innie, outer in, out. let's try and drive a track here. So this is the outer out. We're gonna run. This is the one with the green bridge. This is just testing right now. And I kind of want it to be maybe this one. One with the green bridge. Right, manage line, Huntington Bridge. What is this even called? Canal Street? So after Dayton. Central Street. All right, looks like our main. Oh, this could be kind of problematic. Because this looks like it's really for passengers. That's okay. We can fix that because I want to use this and have it here, so we can run things through it. I knew that for sure I would have went the other way, but I do want a main, and it doesn't have to be here. Buildings. Yeah, but the freight, it looks like it's just designed to have freight come into these lines here. So I'm gonna cheat the system because we want our main to come through here too. So we'll figure something out. So we're gonna put 4 tracks here, make them real big, high speed, yes, all the things. But we're gonna kind of put it so it's on the outside of that. Might not be exactly what we wanted, but well, you know, until you do these things, you don't really know. We can certainly run all the tracks through and make it look pretty fancy, but we might have to do some of our functionality differently. And we're gonna have some ugly track here until we totally figure it out, right? That's not that. So this main is going to be, I think that's going to be that one. Okay. And I don't care. It's going to be one of these. I think red is, I don't know. Really don't know. Don't know. At this point. Nothing comes through there, so that's true. That's okay, main. They're gonna come into here. Okay, so we have something. This is maybe that's all called West Covina Annex. All right, Central. See, it doesn't give us a track because we didn't connect into any of these. So we would delete that. after date, we can go here. Look at that. Oh, it made it for us. It went through there, so that's good. Okay. That's fine. So that's a thing we could probably bring this station right up into here. I want to make sure I can route. Yeah, I think we could just place it there because I have it looks like 2 pass-throughs possibly, and I want to leave room. So if I were to do it like that, which I wish I could just do that. See if we can connect track there. We will make it do the things we want it to do. Well, a little bit of squiggly there, I guess, is okay. No one will even know. No one will even know. Yeah, now I gotta identify what the green line is. And we can put different buildings on there, and we'll put a fancy port in here too. How's that sound? Yes, we will do all the things that need to be done. This might take 5 to 12 episodes. Or 1. All the things, yes. Okay, now we're gonna see if we can run this how we wanted to before. And this is again a test. Fully connected. All right. So there you are there. So this is going to go into there. And then we're going to have one come out of there. And you have to connect up to the green. So we have to figure out which one of these over here is the green main line. Kind of a mess over there. I don't know why I made such a horrible system. But it can't be that horrible. It made a lot of money. It made the monies. Alright, so that line is right next to it, so that's pretty kind of handy. But it gets complicated here, and we're going to fix that too. So the number 2 in there. So what we'll do, we'll get everything connected up. And then we can possibly even make it look nice. Which I think is going to have to be ultimately the goal, right? So this is the other track. I don't know what that track is. I just want to make sure it's like okay. Main line, manage line. So anything after Central Street is no longer. All right, so that works fine, and Lower Lexington gets a station here. Yes. Okay. At main line, Look at that, we left that there connected because we're very, very smart. West Covina Annex gets getting rid of and gets there. Wait, no, you don't have to be on the same line. Why? Uh-oh, I hear thunder. Thunder. Okay. Red is okay where it is. And green does not have to be there. West Covina halt. I don't know why they call it a halt. There. Alright, so technically those things, the most important lines are in place. So we can, let's just see if anything makes it there. We'll make that nicer. And this is a passenger line here. This passenger line is line 36, which like takes everyone around from Ontario and things. So it's nice to let it move while we're destroying it, so. Okay, don't destroy everything. So we're going to give this that line. And we'll focus on things. Then that bus eventually will come around this way. Yes. Is that the track? Yes, it is. We'll make that a really nice entrance. No, yeah, it's like, yeah, you know, because it probably did pretty good. Managed line. On Dayton to Ontario. Dayton to Passagerio. West Covina. Let's leave it at that. Obviously, that needs work. Now we will, I think, eventually run this line into here. Something of that effect. Savoring. Looking at the outside. Okay. Hey, we did have someone else in here. I hope they're still here. I didn't want to like say, oh, look at another person. Say hi. Okay, I'm going to take a small break. I'm getting hail, so I just want to make sure nothing's going to die. So I'll be back in a minute. All right, we're back. Got 3 people possibly here. I'm always saying that because it's nice. But yeah, just not too big a hail. We just had a new roof put on this year from a hailstorm. So well, there are a few places that are broken, but that's train 35. Which one is that? Oh, that's that other train that goes, that used to come in there. I'm not going to worry about it. I think that'll look pretty good. Well, then we got, there's no real demand for that station yet either. So we have to incorporate that into here too. And we'll put a big road. We're gonna put some extra put some extra buildings there before we do that. Yeah, a little bit, and I have to get what do they call track capture or whatever. Oh no, I was going to do buildings, wasn't I? Yes, we were going to do buildings because we forgot it. And we have to do that on the train, and we have to do that over here by doing this, by doing that, and now we can put buildings. Because we want to have some storage and have it, you know, we want it to look cool too, right? And we'll get some more bus things hooked up. Yes, that'll be good. And now we'll put a road. Now we'll put a road. Okay, now the road is in. What are we gonna do with the road? Yeah, we have to go over that all. So let's go back and make some land. Where is our other main area of the city land? Because we're probably gonna have to put a bridge for truck stuff. Right here, I think. Yeah. This will probably have to be a bridge. We have to make it bigger. We start and then we go. That's, well, I don't know if that's too much. I'm gonna say it's too much. I'm gonna kind of see now. That's gonna be. We're gonna call that perfect. I don't like the way it looks, but we're gonna leave it just because we're gonna end. We're gonna use it as kind of a placeholder, I think. Yeah, let's leave it. And we're gonna come in here. We're not going to make it that ugly, I guarantee you. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll just make it ugly. No, I don't want to make it ugly. We have collision there because of the water. Again, all this is potentially experimental, right? Wasn't hoping to put a lot of connecting there. Why are you doing that? Okay, get rid of you and you potentially, right? So a couple options here. We can try this, which is possibly the best option. That looks actually pretty good. Let's see if it's mildly straight, and it is, and there's done. Train's going underneath it. AI has a road in there, so that's good. For other roads, perfect. We have potential for freight to come in. We will have to put a truck stop here. See, we have truck stops, buildings. We have, what is that? Modular truck stop. Choose era. So my thought is this truck stop could potentially be big. So I'm going to take a street, run it here, not too close, and then let's see if we can get a track in there. Track, little track. Okay, as long as we get a track in there, we're happy. Now we gotta go back here. Buildings. I don't know what's the difference with that truck stop than anything else we've done, but it is something. And is this catching that? Yes, perfect. There we go. Big train thing for us. It looks like trucks are gonna go around here, and we will route trucks better soon, but I want to try and bring some of them in here. That brings lumber. We're not going to bring lumber and everything from there. Anything they need, they're going to come from in here. So we're going to add a station to there. So that truck, well, that's not what I thought it was. There. Right. What is that? Yeah, we're still calling that St. Paul, so we'll change the name to St. Paul. Then we have this. That was a truck station at one time. St. Paul City Freight. Okay. Managed line. So that's gonna get changed up a bit. Yes, it does. So that will go to all the trucks stops. And be happy. Yes. So that'll start generating demand for that. With St. Paul, there has to be demand here for the trains to drop something. At least they're coming in and dropping stuff off, maybe. Is that, yeah, look at that. And nobody bringing stuff here, and that train goes that way, blah, blah, blah. Maybe we could give them better vehicles. Cargo. I really don't like the semis in here. I don't like these that much either. But I will replace them with that. And we'll just start with that. As things get better, we'll go from there. We have passenger coming in there. So passengers come here to there to there. Boom, boom, boom. We have, I think, buses that come. We did do a bus, yeah. Okay. Line 40 is bringing people in. Where do they hang out? Oh, they go down in here. That's very nice. It's a good plan, eh? Oh, we do have these people over here for passenger and to Covina and here. So we have people that come to here, here, and here. And passengers from here. So what are we going to do with that? I do know that this big ugly road has to go. And all these just, let's just get rid of all this. Got traffic that is deciding to kind of come into here now. This road here. Let's make a road for AI here. We can make I'm gonna do a mini one. And that's straight. Well, I guess I could probably tie into this one. Yeah, let's just do that. Probably gonna knock a few things down. That's okay. I don't want it to connect to there. There. I don't mind it connecting to there, but I don't want it to connect there as a bridge. Right? Okay, yeah, we're gonna put a stupid road right here. Gotta put a road there. We gotta put a road in. There. So it wants to grow, but I will be. That's gonna have to be changed right there because that's gonna cause a lot of trouble. Let's tie in a different way because West Covina is kind of a busy place. A lot of buildings created a lot of traffic nightmares before, but they rebuilt all inside of here already. So I'm thinking is this passenger? This is probably all passenger. So our idea of that's our idea stands. It's okay. That was that other freight idea. The other freight idea. Okay, were there any other truck lines that were coming into here, possibly? St. Paul North Oil. I think we had oil coming in here. Manage line. St. Paul North. Let's bring him into here. Give him something to do, right? I think you wait until you're full, possibly. Yeah. Just gonna let him go out and then come back. It looks like there's nothing actually waiting there for him yet, but that's eventually that will probably kick in for them. We'll see. We will see. The outskirts of town are still all right. That train, those guys, all there. I did want to make this the connection to bring stuff in there, but now that we have that big fancy station, we need more trains to come in there. So I guess the train line goes here, and this will probably go away. I do want to have a port, but I don't think it's gonna work the way we'll put it there, and because it's gonna look good, it's gonna look good, and then that gives us an opportunity to maybe put some fancy bridges in here. So let's work on. This is all good track here. Up further, it's not that good, but I think we could make this nicer. We bring this into here like this. So let's pause that because that could cause chaos. Just rerun them out again because some of those things they didn't like. Some things were not well there. Gotta take it back some. I didn't think I was trying to build anything. Ugly roads. So this is a slightly annoying kind of station here. It really does work well. Actually, just for please. I think I have to do something here. If I do it like this, I do it as this. We want to put a train in there. Now you have to put it in first, so I wanted to use one of the lifty bridges. Because I think they're pretty cool. And I think I have to do it, no, I think I can. Length, inches, catenary. I think I have to do this too. Problem with the bridges is the height. Should be fun. Which train does our train track does our train go on? Okay, that one. It's gonna go on whichever one we put it on now. And it's probably gonna be this one. We will have to do something different there. On that outside track. We'll try track. Why not? We're just gonna do it. Oof. That's quite the I think a berm is good. The other thing was impressive. Because, you know, we want to have cool bridges. You didn't remember from last time, did you? I don't know. Huh? Okay, you have to remember to click the one button. Berm. Collision? Why? Berm. Why? Oh, probably water. That could be worse. Alright. Could be worse. If we feel that it is unattainable, we will change it. Alright, we have 3 tracks coming in. 2 of them are there, and one of them is something else. So it's got 4 tracks coming in. Yes. Okay. I think 2 of them we know, right? Alright, let's just make this go a little bit. I can figure out line 15, line 27. Ooh, line 27. Which one is that? Oh, that could be why it didn't want to connect someplace. I don't know why it did that. Somehow we connected on a bus line. St. Paul, Hialeah Freight. You guys are out buses. You're a train. Okay. I know. Main is going through. That's good. Main is going through. So that's all good, right? Where is that? That's the outer line is the outer line here. Okay. But I want to connect all of those. Otherwise it'll get all goofy, right? Yes. You do not want goofy. So we have that other passenger line. So this is the other passenger line that connects up to that other line. So I'm going to connect. I'm going to run that line through the station. Like through here. NAMS. What's that? Ooh, that's kind of nice. I'm going to remove that one mod because there's just too much garbage in there. Otherwise, I'm going to need high speed there. Don't think we need anybody to get off there, but we do want that track. They have 2 tracks. As a filler track, we'll do something with it. At no point in the future. We probably won't be running any trains up through, boats up through there. That's a nice bridge. That looks like a bridge that could... I do not like those. Girder bridge? Ooh, that's kind of nice. Not a big fan. I'm gonna go with that. Probably be nice to have that bridge higher, but it is not, so. Right, this is a passenger station. Manage the line after it goes to Dayton, Ontario, Dayton, Upper West Covina. Okay, Upper West Covina does not exist anymore, or it kind of does, but in a different way. So the best idea there is to, after Dayton, add a passenger line. And I would like to connect that line. Yeah, we can do things later. Manage line. Let's see if it figures it out by itself this time. And it did. So, good. That train has someplace to go now too. We are bringing things into here, so that's fantastic. And I put it there so we could configure this by putting longer stationing. Might be big. What is that? Ooh. Let's put a crane in there. Yes. And then we have our industry buildings. Don't want to put it there because there's potential for track. Not bad. So AI has cleaned up, invested heavily. So this looks like tram. I think we need to put a tram just because it's going to look good. And I don't know where it's going to end up going. We can select a platform at some point here. So let's go in here and go to tools and go to trams. Now what do we do with trams? Well, you put trams right down the busiest possible road. That's what you do. That's a 4-laner, isn't it? Why is it too much slope? Why don't you just make a bridge? I can see where there's too much slope now. Right, we're gonna pause real quick and take out that road, and that road, then come back and bring this road up. I think 2. Ah, that's nice that there. Really, why would you do that? That doesn't even make sense. So don't really want a crossing there. That's nice. Why? I'm just building a road. Why won't you just put a road in there? Why? How do we put a road in there? Guess we're just gonna put a level crossing. Because that's what AI wants us to do, so we'll do what AI wants us to do. And we'll figure out how to do something else later. Not really concerned about it. I was for a little bit. Because I want to put trams there, right? And we just kind of want to start out with just a quick tram run. because it's fun. I think the tram just goes right into there. Perfect. So now we would have to put a stop for them. Buildings, passengers, because people would not be bothered to walk there. This is just kind of one of those, I kind of want to see how this is going to work. Oh, there's a bus there. Tram. Okay. Okay. There. Here's our other. Make that a yellow. And when we come to Upper West Covina, which thing do we want to go to? Oh, we can go in there. Or we can go there. There. Or we can go there. I think one is the place to go. Maybe. Upper West Covina. 1, no, 2, 9. Have them go there. Yes. We will have to get a tram depot. Let us put a tram depot. Buildings. Passenger buildings. Train depot. Tram depot. I was thinking tram depot right into here. And then we'll run a It was kind of close to the train stuff. Yeah, I know it's cool. I know it's cool. Like that. Yeah, we have to probably go back and put the tram. We could have just put the tram on it. I'm okay with that. Now we can buy a tram. Ooh, let's get the Skoda. I don't know why, but well, we should have probably called that something, but we didn't, so that's okay. All right. Comes our cool little tram. We've never, there's our buses that go up in there. Yeah. And there's people there. That's super cool. Whatever this train is, it needs to be shiny-fied. No, I think we're gonna put the Speed Dance Express in there. Oh yeah. You need fancy trains for a fancy station. Wherever it went. Where'd you go? I don't think the Speed Dance Express is gonna make any money. Might. It might. Autosave. Hello? Going pretty slow. I would expect the... Well, it's a very expensive operating cost vehicle. Upper West Covina, 31 people want to go there, so that's okay. 34, so we're getting buses in. We should probably, if we want to up the tempo there, we could probably bring more buses. How many people are on that bus? Yes. There we go. There's the Speed Dance Express. Let's replace those with new shiny buses and clone them. Bring more people in there. Speed Dance Express goes on this ugly thing, so we're gonna fix that all up there eventually too, and make this easier to get to. Probably into here, but hey, we're not over there, we're over here. Alright, now we have our other freight line we can bring in. Main there is doing money. Main there is making overall money too, so this is our other freight line from the land down under. Track. That's our freight line. Yes. I have to do this instead. Cancel. Because if they're all going across, they need to go across. See, that's what happens. It starts to split itself apart. That's not our line. This is our line. A lot of track on there. So I don't know why I cannot do that. We can possibly do that. Okay. I was having trouble with that before also. Kind of a tight curve there. But it's looking like a real operation now, in my opinion. All right. This outside line, this part has to be all kind of revamped, and there could be two lines there, one there and one back. I don't know. How would we do it? Do we want to bring it up through here, take it here, and then go, well, we just made that fancy new bridge, so we're gonna have to use that. So that is not for today. We do all the fun things at one time that, you know, who wants to watch? But I think we should just hang out here and watch this. Oh yeah, we gotta do fancy things at different times. We do have people's cruising around. We should have a tramp coming through here soon. Where's the tram? Line 14. Where are you? Where are you, Mr. Tram? There you are. Ooh, tram's making money. Couple people get off, couple people get on. That's gonna be inconvenient right there. The tram's for, you know, collecting busy inner city, downtown central working people to the station. Yeah, we probably need more than one tram. Well, we probably just need to replace the other bus line with a tram. Since we're in an urbine area. I want to see you go into the new fancy station. Yes. Look at that. People are even just walking across it. Look, oh my goodness, there is definitely people here. That's the best public transportation thing I think I've ever done. Oh, that works. And we got freight stacking up. We got some freight that comes into here. All is good. Yeah, I missed that. That guy's not making, well, things will probably get better as we work our way through. So, some of the things we need to do, we need to, down here, fix this up track-wise, because it's kind of a mess. So we got that big station there. We've got this big station here, which probably could look much nicer, but it is a thing. And then we've got connections here, so I think next time I would like to work on this and then this. And I might have to think of how that should all work together again. Because this is the main place, but these things need to come into there. Boom, boom, boom. And how would that happen? No, I think we make it terminating, right? We bring it around like that for freight. Bring it, because we've got the end stations. Some of that freight can come like that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'd like to see more trains come through here. Maybe put some trees here. We can put trees. Oh yes, we can put trees. We can put trees everywhere. Ah, we can put trees in too many places. Probably will need to destroy some of that without destroying that track. Are we doing track there? Yeah. Hope so. See, we can make it nice. That's what I was going to look at here. Can we put trees out here? Probably make its strength a little bit less. Well, they're going to poke through the top. That's what they're going to do. That's kind of too bad. I think some trees there are nice. Yes. That's a road. Oh yeah. We didn't completely break something, so that's good. No reason we can't have trees. We don't need just a concrete jungle. That building just fell down. Yeah, it helps, and we can have a little other fun with detailing. So, but all that track doesn't really mean anything. Now, there's plenty to do here. Why are we? Oh, it must mostly be going to there. That's okay. And we'll clean up the things that are there. Plenty of passengers floating around. We've got people going to places. And then we'll bring things into places too. I do like the idea of maybe having a dock, but let's just see how it looks there. Should probably put one of them big shipyards in here too. But since I put all the can't do all the things at all the places, I guess. Settings. Or we could do a dock. Yeah, the shipyard would look good, but it's too big. The shipyard needs to kind of tendril into there. We want it to kind of touch the road. I don't think it wants to. I don't know what you would do. It's down it. height-wise? Why are you so strange? We're gonna put it there because we kind of want it there, right? And this, if anything, is for looks. Right? If anything. So I would maybe get rid of whatever I can actually do that. Do that. And then you come in and do some of this. Brush size and strength. Train tools. There. No. No. And we can bring a road into here. Okay, road. Make them straight because that's how they are. So, yeah. Road. We're trying to get it to tendril. Actually, I'm going to try this. Building truck stop. Somehow I need these things to tendril into there. Go try this one. Escape. Nope. Nope. Alright, let's go back to here. Pebble. I don't know how to make the level. You don't want to do that. Let me get a road. I just want a road. Just a road. Let's try this. So you're not getting, oh, I know why, because it's not the main building. That's fine. I bet any money, that's fine. We'll get there. Alright, now we can do a road. Because the tendrils are right there, so we can't do that. I want it to look, I want it to be there, but I also need it to, I would like it to work, because I'm going to put it there. It's nice to have it work, right? There. There. Now it's like 6 million things higher. That's okay, we can, does this tuck anything? No. Ooh, it does. That's good. Sorry. Got weirdly excited there. That technically will work. So we're gonna just, because we want to do this. There. Alright, so there's our port situation. And I think this will be fun. I have to have some water somewhere other than everywhere else. Well, I don't know, but I think that's going to be a pretty nice looking port. I know there's a place to put water features are nice. See, then we have, look at this. We could do that. Do that, and then we have these cool cranes. So yeah, I think that's turned out pretty good. And then eventually we'll, ooh, look at all that stuff there. What is going on? Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Yeah, it looks, I'm happy with that. Looks better than it did. A lot better than it did. So then we have to come in here and put trees. Trees. And we can do rocks too. Yeah, better, much better. Terrain tools, we can do this. And we can do a smoothie. Terrain tools, assets, rocks. The decorating stuff in, come on. Decorating in Transport Fever is not as like in City Skylines at all. You know, it's not as detailed. But yeah, that's looking pretty good. It is sufficient. So we are starting to get stuff come through. Yeah. Got some trucks plowing in. We got people going through. What are you doing? Oh, you're putting people on? Okay. I thought you were broken. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Take all the fancies off. Boom. You can go up there. And that'll be the thumbnail for next time. It should be a thumbnail for now if I was like recording. But since I don't really record and do videos, I just do live streams. This will be good. We might have to put more port on here because ports are good. Should we get the port in there too? Yeah, let's do that. We always do our thumbnail for the next stream during this stream, right? Now what we do need are, what we could use through here are like a train going back and forth, but there's no way I can do that. But this works. We did quite a bit. The crane's moving back and forth. The crane should probably be not moving on the freight, but that's okay. We're not going to complain too much. We'll probably have to put some staging yards in here too. This is a very nice enough station to do that on. Yeah, I really like that. All right. I think I'm going to hit it. We'll call this, save it as 25. And go from there. I hope you all have a good rest of your Friday night. And if you enjoyed the stream, subscribe and like all those things.